guys, welcome back. Today's video will be on what I learned from taking self-portraits at home. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently done 2 series on taking photos at home. The first one on self-portraits and the second one on getting someone in your household who's not a photographer, maybe your mum, your other half, your sister, your brother, to take your portraits for you, or your fashion photos, or your content for you. So I released those on Instagram last week, and they're in my highlights if you want to check them out. So I just want to talk about what I learned from it and how it helped me grow as a photographer. The first thing that taking my own self-portraits allowed me to do was be creative, using the minimal space, because usually I would be outside shooting on location or in studio and you have ample amount of space. Where I'm now at home, I have my bedroom, I have an L sofa in there, I have a wardrobe, so I have limited space. So it allowed me to be creative with the things that I have in my room to create self-portraits, and it surprisingly worked out well. So it allowed me to have a kind of studio effect, but in the comfort of my own home. So that was the first thing it taught me. It allowed me to be creative and also utilize the space that I have. The second thing it taught me, which I think we take for granted, is how difficult it is to be in front of the camera. As a photographer, most of the time we're behind the lens. So we don't always realize how difficult it is to be confident in front of the camera when someone else is taking your photo of you, finding your right angle, finding the lines in your body, and making sure that you look nice on camera. So that's one thing that it really did teach me. It humbled me a little bit to teach me how difficult it is to be in front of the camera. Out of the 10 photos that I showcased, that I took about 30 to 40 behind the scenes of me just thinking, oh no, that's not right, or that pose didn't work, or that angle wasn't right for my body. So I think we underestimate as photographers how difficult it is to be in front of the camera. So that's one thing I would say that I learned most about taking my own self-portraits, is how difficult it is to be in front of the camera, and you have to be confident in your body and your posing and your face and your angles to create a good picture and kind of flow with the vibe of the shoot. Another thing taking my own self-portraits taught me to do was come outside of my comfort zone. Because I am very, very, very used to being behind a lens, it's kind of like a hiding mechanism. It allows you to be able to hide. So because I'm at home and I want to create and I want to take photos of people, I had to come out of my comfort zone and push myself to take photos of myself. It was much harder to do than it looked on camera. I don't really like to be photographed. Most photographers don't. We like to take the pictures and capture the beauty, not always have it captured of ourselves. So it allowed me to push myself outside of my comfort zone because I wanted to create, because I wanted to teach, because I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. So it really did push me outside of my comfort zone, which I'm really grateful for, because it's now something that I'm feeling a little bit more confident doing. I'm happy to be in front of the camera, to have my photos taken, even if it's just a joke or a laugh. And it allows me to try out concepts that I might not be sure that will work yet in a shoot environment on myself first, to see how the lighting works, how the props works, how everything looks on camera before I take that out into a shoot location. So it allowed me to come outside of my comfort zone. It was very thought-provoking, and it allowed me to be creative. Taking my self-portraits at home allowed me to learn a lot. It allowed me to be adaptable to the environment that I'm in and the situation I'm in, and understanding the equipment I have. Obviously, I'm not in a studio and I have continuous lighting boxes at home, but it's about placement in the room and the room size and where I had to place them to allow me to get the best lighting for my photos. What it taught me is to be adaptable. Every situation you go into is going to be different. You might go out one day and you've planned out a shoot and you didn't realise that it's going to rain. How do you adapt to that environment? This situation allowed me to be adaptable because my room is a weird shape, and because of the items in it, such as a sofa bed, a bookcase, a shelving unit, it meant that there was limited space for me to take my photos and also have the lighting in a way that it would light me properly without creating harsh shadows. So it allowed me to learn and be adaptable as well as play around with camera settings and the best lighting equipment for my skin tone. So it allowed me to play around with that and learn and just challenge myself and take myself outside of my comfort. I know there's a lot of photo challenges going around at the moment. A lot of photographers online, on YouTube, on Instagram, challenging people, giving people ideas to do something a little bit different outside your comfort zone and creative. I'm not challenging you, but this is one thing that I would recommend that you try. It's fun, it allows you to learn a lot, and it allows you to put yourself in the client's shoes and know how to make them feel comfortable on that shoot. Especially if it's a new client to shoot in, a new client to being in front of a camera, it will allow you to make them feel a little bit more comfortable because you've been there. Even though it was something that is a home project, it still allows you to make them feel a little bit more comfortable because you know how they would feel being photographed. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've taken something from this video, and I hope it allows you to be creative and learn something new. Take a look at some of my other videos and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I look forward to creating more content for you guys that is useful and helpful.